Hi guys, and welcome back to LWA in a new series called DIY Airsoft Style. Have you ever looked at the cost of airsoft items recently? Absolutely astronomical. I mean, you can go out and potentially spend 20, 30, 50 quid on items which potentially, you could sit at home, spend a bit of time, put a little bit of heart and soul into it, and potentially make it yourself for a fraction of the cost. Well, that's what this series is going to be all about. I'm going to be making items on a regular basis. I'm not going to put down that I'm going to say I'm going to do weekly, but I am going to try and do it on a very regular basis where I'm going to find an item in the airsoft community and it costs like 20, 30, 40 quid, and I'm going to see if I can actually make that for a fraction of the cost. So we're going to be starting off on today's video and we're going to be looking at a patchboard. If you look at the cost to buy a patchboard at this particular moment in time on eBay, Amazon, any of those sites, it's costing you 25 to 30 quid to basically get a patch of Velcro, which is ridiculously expensive. So we're going to have a look at basically the items that I have bought to get my patchboard made, and then I'm also going to show a video of how I'm going to actually put it all together. So quite simply, I bought 3 items to make my patchboard. First of all, I have got some UHU multi-purpose glue. It cost me £1 in my local pound shop. Velcro. I have bought 5 meters of the soft side of the Velcro that Velcro patches go onto. Okay, so there we go. I bought 5 meters of it. It cost me 69p a meter. So that cost me £3.50 almost, £3.45 to buy 5 meters of Velcro. I'm probably not going to use all of it on this video, so I might make a couple of patch boards, but 5 meters of Velcro. And the last thing, something to put the Velcro on. An A4 frame. What else do you need? Take the glass out, take the plastic off, get rid of the edge, and then you've actually got a nice frame to actually put your patches on. So it's not just going to look like a board, it's actually going to look like something that actually is designed to actually have the patch on it. It's quite nice. You can hang it up. It comes with brackets to hang it up. You can set it on the side, and it's pretty decent. So let's have a look and see how we're going to put it together. To begin with, we need to take the cellophane off this. I might fast forward up some of these bits of stuff so it's not too boring for you, but quite simply we need to take the glass out. What we need to do next then is we then need to take the Velcro, and we need to measure out strips and cut them to size. Now, a simple way to do this will be to simply mark the length of the first strip. Perfect. And then you just simply do the same again. Use the same bit every time, so you're guaranteeing that you're getting the same length every time. As you can see, I've still got plenty left over. So now we've got our strips, we now need to get our glue. Keep hold of the package because you're going to need the edge. So quite simply, get the glue, put on a healthy application. Then what you want to do is you want to get the side of a bit of card. You just want to kind of give it an even spread. Okay. Once you've done that, you then take your first strip, lay it on. Now don't worry if it isn't sticking down perfectly, because I didn't get the glue all the way to the edge. So what I'll do is I'll lift it up, I'll put some glue down, a thin layer, and then stick it back down. Also the same with the ends as well. Obviously you didn't get right to the end of the glue there. It's not a major issue. As you can see along the bottom, I haven't hardly got any glue there, so I'm going to preempt it. I'm just going to put a thin line down. Obviously didn't need as many strips as I thought. So I know that top bit's not going to hold. So just peel that off. Also the end bits here. This bit back on there like that. Just do the same with the other end bits that are just poking up a little bit. Just stick them down. Get glue all over yourself. Okay, okay. So leave that to set, and then we'll come back to it once it's set.
6 hours later.
Right lads, so as you can see, it's been several hours since I've actually made the board, and I thought what I'll do is, to make sure that I get a good compression, I actually stuck it down under a load of weight. So I've got a load of DIY stuff here and Airsoft magazines and stuff that I've actually kind of sat it on. And there we go. There is the finished item. Now, like I said, it's not like the sleekest finish that you would actually expect that you would get on something like this, like you would get from a professional one. But that's not what I'm going for. I was going for something that I've actually made myself, which I can now stick into here. Hopefully, he says. Okay. I have to bend it in. There you go. But like I say, this is something I've made myself. And I'll be able to stick up on my wall. There you go. My patch wall. Happy days. So there you have it, guys. Doesn't look too bad, does it really? Not bad for a little bit of an experiment. I think next time what I'll do is, rather than using that UHG glue, I might actually use something like a glue gun or something, and maybe try and make a little bit more of a neater effort to stick it down. I just put the patches on there, all nice and neat, and I took them off a couple of times, and it does seem to be holding pretty well. But one thing I'll definitely do next time is actually make it a little bit more rigid and use cardboard instead of the actual flimsy cardboard that comes underneath it, more of like a harder cardboard. But yeah, not too bad, I'm quite happy with that. So thanks very much for watching the video. Please don't subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you on the next video soon.